Hello dear friends, thank you very much for your attention. If you liked this video, do not forget to like and why traveling changes who we are. People travel for many reasons. Some want to relax on a beach. Others want to take photos, visit famous places, or try new food. But for many people, traveling is more than fun or rest. It helps us learn, grow, and understand the world and ourselves. When we leave home and go somewhere new, we don't just see other countries. We also discover new parts of who we are. Traveling can change how we think, feel, and live. In this text, we will look at how traveling helps us grow inside, not just outside. Humans have always traveled. Travel is not a new thing. Thousands of years ago, people walked across lands and sailed over oceans to find food, live in better places, or explore the unknown. Even today, people travel for adventure, curiosity, or personal reasons. In many stories, the main character goes on a long journey and learns something important. For example, in old books and myths, a hero leaves home, faces problems, and comes back wiser. Today, many travelers also say they feel different after a long trip. They don't just collect souvenirs, they collect life lessons. Escaping and searching. People often travel because they want to escape daily life. They may feel tired, bored, or sad. A new place can feel like a fresh start. But often, something deeper is happening. Travelers are not only escaping problems, they are looking for something: peace, answers, inspiration, or change. While traveling, people often ask important questions. Who am I when no one knows me? What do I really enjoy doing? What is important to me? A different country or culture can make us think in new ways. We become more honest with ourselves, because we are far away from normal life. Time feels different. At home, we often feel busy. We check the clock, make schedules, and follow routines. But when we travel, time feels different. We forget the day or hour. A short walk through a quiet village or sitting in a cafe for an hour can feel like a big experience. In some countries, people live more slowly. They enjoy long meals, relaxed conversations, and free time. Traveling to these places helps us question our fast lives. We start to wonder, why do we always hurry? Am I really enjoying my life or just finishing tasks? When time slows down, we notice more. We feel more, not knowing everything. Before a trip, many people try to plan everything. They want control. But real travel often gives us surprises. We get lost in a new city. We miss a train. We find something beautiful by accident. These surprises can feel stressful at first, but later they become the best memories. They teach us to relax, to accept change, and to enjoy the unknown. When we don't understand the language or culture, we feel like beginners, and that's a good thing. It makes us open and humble. Meeting people who are different. Travel shows us how different people live, think, and believe. At first, these differences may feel strange. But soon, we see that all people share the same human feelings: love, fear, hope, and kindness. Eating dinner with a local family in Africa, talking to a monk in Thailand, or laughing with kids in South America, these moments show us that we are all connected. Travel helps us break stereotypes and become more understanding. As a traveler, you don't just see places, you see people. You listen, you share, and you learn. Being alone with yourself. When we travel alone, we spend more time with ourselves. This can feel scary at first. There's no one to talk to all the time. But soon, we start to enjoy it. We think more deeply. We notice what makes us happy or sad. We begin to ask, what kind of life do I want? What kind of person do I want to be? Many people say they learn the most about themselves when they are far from home, walking through quiet streets or sitting alone in nature. It's not always easy, but it's powerful. Learning to say goodbye. Travel also teaches us that everything changes. We visit a place, we love it, we make memories, and then we leave. Sometimes we don't see the people we met again. This can feel sad, but it also shows us something important: nothing lasts forever. When we understand that life is always changing, we start to enjoy the present moment more. We take fewer things for granted. We smile more. We say thank you more. We remember to be kind. Coming home with new eyes. When the trip is over, we return home. But we are not the same person who left. Now, we see home differently. We notice the beauty in small things. We may feel more thankful, or we may want to make changes in our lives. Maybe we want to live more simply. Maybe we want to help others. Maybe we want to plan the next trip. But one thing is sure, travel leaves a mark. We carry the journey inside us. Traveling with purpose. Travel is more than holidays or nice photos. It can be a path to becoming a better person. It teaches us to be open, patient, and kind. It helps us ask big questions and find new answers. It shows us that the world is big, but also small, because we are all connected. You don't have to go far or stay long. What matters is how you travel. Go slowly. Listen. Look. Feel. And when you come back, bring your new wisdom with you. The world is full of lessons. All we have to do is walk toward them. What travel teaches us about real happiness? Many people think happiness comes from money, success, or comfort. They believe that having a nice house, a good job, and many things will make life better. But when people travel, they often discover a different idea of happiness, one that is more simple, more natural, and more real. In this part, we will explore how travel helps us understand what truly matters. When we meet people with less, live with fewer things, and experience life in other ways, we begin to see that happiness is not about what we own, but how we live. The joy of simple things. When you travel, you often have only a few clothes, one bag, and maybe no kitchen or TV. But many travelers say they feel more free, more light, and even more happy. Why? Because happiness doesn't always come from more, it often comes from less. A small cup of hot tea in a cold mountain village can feel like magic. Watching the sun rise over a quiet beach can bring deep peace. Sharing stories with strangers in a cheap hostel can feel better than any five-star hotel. Travel reminds us that we don't need much to smile, we just need presence, being really there in the moment. Meeting happy people with very little. In some countries, you will see families living in small houses with no modern furniture. Children play in the dirt with handmade toys. People cook with simple ingredients. There is no luxury. But still, there is laughter. There is music. There is kindness. This makes travelers stop and think. How can people be so joyful with so little? The answer is often in community, love, and simplicity. People help each other. They share food. They dance together. They spend time outside, under the sky, instead of in front of a screen. Seeing this can change our hearts. We begin to question what we really need to be happy. And often, it is not what we thought before. Saying goodbye to stress. At home, many people feel stress every day. There is pressure to work hard, look perfect, earn more, and always be busy. But when you are traveling, especially far from your culture, many of those pressures disappear. You stop worrying about your clothes. You don't care if your hair is messy. You don't think about emails or bills. You are focused on new places, new faces, and today's experience. This teaches us an important truth: stress is not always about life, it is about the mind. If we change how we think, we can feel more calm, even if the outside world is not perfect. Travel helps us learn this, because it takes us out of old patterns. The world is a mirror. In the end, travel is not only about going somewhere. It is about seeing something new in the world, and in yourself. The places you visit are like mirrors. They show you who you are, what you value, and what you want to change. Travel helps us understand happiness, gratitude, and connection. It teaches us to slow down, to be humble, and to love life as it is. You don't have to travel forever, but even one good journey can change your heart forever. So go, not to run away, but to come home to the person you truly are.